I'm sure all of you, no matter where you live or where you're from, have noticed it recently. I'm sure you've noticed it in your lives, but it seems to be extremely strong lately. But it didn't just start now. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the division. I'm talking about the atmosphere of hate. I'm talking about the illusion of separation that is being felt, being created, and being strengthened every single day. And that is what I want to talk about here. I don't want to say what side is right or what side is wrong. I don't play that game. I don't get involved in that. But from protests to race to killings, hate and division seem to be extremely strong lately. It seems to be being separated into cults. This side hates this side. These people hate these people. And we all seem to just hate. It seems that more than ever, there seems to be hate within this world, hate strengthening within individuals' hearts. Now, I don't speak for everybody because it's not true for everybody, but it is true for a lot. And I wanted to talk about it today. And I wanted to talk about how this seeming division, this seeming hate and separation, how it's nothing more than a strong illusion, and how it can actually be your calling to noticing and remembering the shared connective thread that unites us all, the shared home that we all are. Now, you don't have to look far. In this constant exposure to conflict, to fighting, to hate, to evil, it isn't by accident. I see it all over the place. If you turn on the TV, search the internet and social media, it seems to be everywhere. Is this just by accident or coincidence? No. It's almost like an echo chamber. And when you get within that echo chamber, when you start to dissolve and consume yourself and totally immerse yourself within this play, within this illusion of separation, you might feel as if you are standing up for something that is justified. You might seem like you're on the right side of history, like what you're doing is good. You have the moral high ground. But no matter what you believe, once again, what is the cost? What is the cost of letting this hate, division, and separation consume you? I know that I used to stand within it. Before my true awakening, I used to stand consumed within my own beliefs and my own ideas of what was right and what was wrong. I used to hold judgments close to my heart on my preferences. We all can relate to this at some point, whether awakened or not. This is either everything we believe we are or everything we have finally seen revealed to us in what we once believed we were. And the more and more that we allow this to resonate and consume us, the more we are filled with negative energy, the more we are consumed with the loss of inner peace. I felt this personally. It's not a fun place to be. It's not somewhere to spend your time. And it seems to be everywhere. It almost seems to be harder to escape than harder to find. The negative news, the fighting, the hatred, the screaming. You dig your heels in deeper once you get consumed in this echo chamber, once you fully surrender to tribalism. But even though this illusion of separation is strong, what is even stronger is the shared thread of humanity, the shared source that connects us all. And for some people, not many and not all, This hate, division, and separation can be a returning or a calling to come home, to seeing and to discovering. Maybe you get so deeply involved into it that it almost shocks you to your core. You realize that it doesn't feel right anymore. It feels wrong, and most of your time, the thoughts and the beliefs that you choose to identify with are filled with hate and negativity, are filled with vindictiveness. And maybe that awakens you to see that this isn't where you're supposed to be. And maybe you don't, and maybe you never will. Maybe you are so lost here that this is what you believe life is, and what you believe you're doing, and your purpose you're fighting for and against everyone for is exactly what you need to do. But at what cost? At what cost? Is it costing you that inner peace that I mentioned? Is it costing you that joy? Is it costing you the ability to even smile, to enjoy this human experience? But with all of this division and all of this hate and all of this separation I see with all the current events going on, it's sad. It saddens my heart to the core. I understand it, but it does make me sad. Because upon waking up, upon seeing this shared thread of unity that we all share, all of humanity, everything and everyone, it makes me sad to see all of us so involved in the show and so consumed by the character's role. But it's more than the character's role. When we get in this echo chamber, when we solidify ourselves within an area in which it is repeated to us, it is reaffirmed, and we only dig our heels in deeper, it's not even that we are playing our character's role. It is now that we are so consumed within our character's role that we may never find our way out. I wanted to make this video because it was pulling and calling to my heart. Because I see it too. Social media, as I mentioned, you don't have to look far. It's all over. And this isn't about this side or that side or this side or that side or any side or any direction or any belief or anything. I'm trying to point us to and trying to help us remember that this transcends it all. We can sit here and we can get lost in the show. We can get lost in the play, and we can get lost with everything within it. And we can have suffering. We can lose ourselves to it, and we can lose our inner peace. We can lose our joy. We can lose family. We can lose relationships. So is the cost really worth it to you to sit and immerse yourself and feel to the core this hatred? Because no matter what side you are on or what angle you are taking, they are pitted against each other, both ways, all directions. You see it everywhere: politics, religion, society, beliefs, everything. It's very sad that we are all missing the pure love, the pure joy, the pure connectiveness that we all share. No matter race, no matter religion, no matter beliefs, there is a shared thread that connects and transcends all of that other stuff. Whether you want to believe it or not, it is the nature of reality. It is the nature of humanity and existence itself, and that is consciousness. That is awareness. And as we all see ourselves as something else, somewhere else, but standing up for beliefs of other things, we sometimes never see, never touch, never know this place, this source. We spend a lifetime fighting and standing strong within our beliefs, dying for our beliefs, hating for our beliefs, not seeing, never remembering that we were all love in all pure oneness the whole entire time. Now, for some of you, you might not like this. I totally can see it. Those who may check this video out, see this video and message that I'm sharing, might be so strongly rooted in their beliefs, they don't like what I'm saying and they think it's a belief. But I'm not sharing a belief. I'm sharing a direct experience for all of us. Now, whether we see it or not, that is up to you. That is up to you if you investigate, if you take a look. And knowing that I have and feeling that I have, it leaves me heartbroken. It leaves me sad to see this division, to see this hate, and to see this fighting. But I also can leave you with words of encouragement that even though this illusion of separation seems strong, and even though this conflict and repeated process of showing it, of forcing it out to our eyes and to our brain, even though it isn't by accident, and even though it seems like everyone in the world is against each other, there are those who are awakened. There are those who want to be awakened. And there are those who feel this and see this to their core. And if you're at this channel, you're one of those. And that is where all of this believed separation, division, and hate can never touch you. It can never touch your true being. It can never touch what you and all of us really are. So I encourage you to remember it. I encourage you to feel the oneness, the shared thread of unity that we all share. And I encourage you to be careful of where you are placing your energy. And in general, what you are watching, because it is easy at times. If you are not careful, it is easy to get consumed by everything they are showing. I've done it myself early on in my awakening journey. When I was getting glimpses and peeks into this, I would find myself falling back into the worldly show and everything involved within it. Ego, identity, beliefs. But I encourage you to touch your source, to touch base with what you truly are. And remember, feel it to your core. And don't let anything pull you in this direction of separation, division, and hate. Because what we stand for here and what we know here, feel here, we share with others. But it transcends all of that. The third pillar of truth explains itself. We are all one. I hope that we remember. Thank you, Truth Seekers.